China is battling heavy rains and floods. 3 provinces of the country are on flood alert. Typhoon Doksuri was one of the worst storms to hit northern China this year. The capital Beijing was hit by the heaviest rain in 140 years. Many crop-growing areas in Inner Mongolia, Jilin and Heilongjiang provinces were hit by heavy rains and Typhoon Doksuri. As Typhoon Khanun moves north, the regions are set to face another flood. Heilongjiang province is called the Great Barn of the North, but their 258,000 hectares of land has been flooded due to heavy rains. As a result, the crop yield will decrease significantly this year in flooded crop fields. The full extent of the damage is not yet clear. China is the largest rice-producing country in the world. Heavy rains will reduce yields in the country's crop-producing northeast. Inner Mongolia, Jilin and Heilongjiang provinces produce 23% of the country's rice. The flooding will reduce grain production inside China and raise prices. The country could import heavily in 2023 to partially offset the loss. If own yields are low, the country may need to import more rice to meet the situation. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization's All Rice Price Index, global rice prices have reached their highest level in 12 years. Rice prices rose after India banned exports of non-basmati white rice last July. On the other hand, farmers have been urged to plant less rice in Thailand to save water as a result of less rain. As a result, the condition of the rice market is predictable. India accounts for more than 40% of the world's rice trade. On July 20th, the country banned the export of non-basmati white rice because the country's government wanted to deal with rising domestic food prices. In addition to rice, maize and soybeans are among the main crops grown in Inner Mongolia, Jilin and Heilongjiang. These crops are also at risk of flooding. China looks set to import more of both crops this year than last year. Despite heavy rains and floods, disease and pest infestations are relatively low. There was no significant effect on crop production during the autumn season, but China's Ministry of Agriculture said in a statement that the flooding could increase outbreaks of diseases affecting cotton, corn, rice, and soybean production. Despite heavy rains and floods, disease and pest infestations are relatively low. There was no significant effect on crop production during the autumn season, but China's Ministry of Agriculture said in a statement that the flooding could increase outbreaks of diseases affecting cotton, corn, rice, and soybean production. The hostile weather is not only in China, it has been seen in other parts of the world. However, China is not only a vast territory and a country of hundreds of millions of people, but the country's importance in production, economy, and politics is very important, so its happiness and sadness affect the whole world.